The contributions of Ala Hazrat Rahimahullah in safeguarding creed are well recognized. Sunni creed is closely associated with his name, even if someone doesn't explicitly identify themselves as Razawi. That is another case. But opposing him casts doubt on their adherence to Sunni beliefs. His stature has reached this significant level. A person is called Razawi due to a specific association, but if anyone opposes Ala Hazrat or harbors disapproval in their heart and expresses this, serious doubts and suspicions may arise regarding their Sunni recognition. He has become a criterion in defining Sunni creed. Why? Because throughout his life, he was dedicated to a singular purpose. When someone once asked him, "What is your job? What do you do in life?" he responded, "I issue jurisprudential verdicts according to Hanafi jurisprudence and protect the honor of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam." So, safeguarding the Holy Prophet's honor was nothing but belief. At that time, the Holy Prophet's blessed personality and the dignity of the Prophets and Awliya were being targeted with incorrect beliefs. So, what did he do in response to that? Just look at the rest of he only slept for 2.5 hours each night. His diet was extremely simple. If you look at his travels and visits, they were very few. He barely traveled at all. Instead, he devoted himself to writing books continuously, even though he wasn't obligated to work that tirelessly. He wasn't obligated to limit his sleep to just 2.5 hours. While most people slept comfortably for 6, 7, or 8 hours, and other scholars were there too, he could also write only as many books as they wrote. He pushed himself far beyond that. Despite being unwell, he continued to write, enduring immense hardship. Despite suffering from fits of pain, he continued writing. Even during his journeys, he kept writing. When he went for Hajj, he wrote. When he visited Medina, he wrote. Once, during an illness, he traveled to Shimla Hill and took books with him. If reading became too difficult for him, he would ask others to read aloud to him. When it became difficult for him to write or even look at the paper, he would gather 4 people around him and say, "I'll dictate and you write it down." None of this was his obligation. It isn't your responsibility to continue working even when you are unwell. Even if you're in pain, you have to continue. Even when traveling or performing Hajj and Umrah, you're required to carry on with your work. No, that isn't the case at all. There are different activities for different situations. So what drove him? What made him keep going? It was his passion. His dedication wasn't driven by any organization or employer saying, "You must do this because you've got a contract, or we'll reward you for it if you do it." No, there was nothing like that. Writing books, working tirelessly, enduring hardships, doing spiritual exercises, and staying up at night, all of it was for one reason. Karun tere naam pe jaan fida. ना बस एक जान दो जहां फिदा, दो जहां से भी नहीं जी भरा, करूं किया करोड़ों जहां नहीं. This was the passion that drove him to proclaim the greatness and splendor of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and to convey and safeguard the truth and belief. Even if it meant upsetting those close to him, he didn't care. Even when strangers cursed him, it didn't matter to him. His only mindset was, "May I, my parents, my honor, and everything else be sacrificed for the honor of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam."
Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ala Muhammad. I must strive to reform myself and people of the entire world.